Welcome to Meaningful Mornings. Please relax the body, enjoy the breath, and quieten the mind while I read to you what Pujya Swami Tejomayananda has written about dana and how it is our Sri Krishna who's offering dana to us. Charity, dana. It is to give to the needy generously and respectfully. It is to share what we have as a duty as we thank God for showering us with abundance. It is to take on the responsibility of taking care of the less fortunate and is a meritorious way of distribution of wealth. Charity helps us get rid of our possessiveness towards things and creates love and compassion in us. When we do actions as an offering, yajna spirit, what we receive as a result is considered as his gift, prasada, which should be shared with others and then partaken. Stretch, inhale, open your eyes and smile. For anyone who's personalizing these insights, these truths, these facts from a master, then you cannot help but feel Shri Krishna is looking at you, and so Shri Krishna is looking after you. Sanatana Dharma. In English, infinite nature. Your nature is infinite. Your nature is of existence, awareness, joy. Somehow we have forgotten this. And so we have been offered Mahabharata. Mahabharata is 100,000 verses on how to train, on how to remember our infinite nature in an uncontrolled environment. Within the Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, 700 verses. Somehow yesterday I said 300. Who knows where I was yesterday? 700 verses on how to train and remember your infinite nature in a controlled environment. Please tune into this vision from the controlled environment to the uncontrolled environment to beyond environment. Infinity is unconditional. Chapter 18. Chapter 18 is 78 verses. It is the largest chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. This chapter is the summary, and the summary's message is moksha, that is freedom, being. In verse 66, this is the completion of the chapter of the Gita. Shri Krishna has advised us. He's not instructed us. He's advised us to surrender our experiences, deeper than that, equipments, deeper than that, ego. If we surrender that which is external, we will naturally feel we are existence. As I was reflecting on experiences, like the fact that it's raining right now, even though it wasn't raining, and the damage happening to my precious books and my less precious computer, a very justified way that we live by experiences is expectations. I expect the weather to be in my favor. Surrendering expectations is training in surrendering equipments, in surrendering ego. In verse 73, Prince Arjuna begins this verse by saying, Nashta. Whatever confusion there was, that has been dissolved. There is only clarity. What are expressions of clarity? Conviction. He shares, I will follow your advice. There's confidence. These are tears of delight. What is succinct about this one verse from Prince Arjuna, this shows the purpose of the Bhagavad Gita. When we are confused, then the Bhagavad Gita can make us clear. This is felt in Prince Arjuna, in Sanjaya, in our own experiences. Verses 74 to 76 are a stuti. Stuti means praise. Like in colonialism, there's a bard who's talking about the greatness of a certain person or a certain project. This is a stuti of the map. In our trust triangle, it's a stuti of the map. In this specific context, a stuti of Gita. In a personal way, it is a stuti or praise of guidance. Sanjaya uses words like adbhuta, which means amazing, guhya, which means personal, punya. This is noble, right, and so on. In verse 77, I hope I shared those verses clearly, 73, then 74 through 76, then in 77, the stuti continues, the praise continues, but not of the map. Now it's about divinity. Not of the Gita, but the Bhagavan. The word that Sanjaya uses is Hari. It is the stuti not of guidance, but the stuti of grace. Rishi Vyasa zooming us out. Guidance is local, but where did this come from? It came from grace. And this is why Sanjaya uses the word Ati Adbhuta. If guidance is amazing, grace is more amazing. I was reflecting lots on this portion from Sanjaya, that he praises the map, he praises divinity. What has he not praised? The guide. In this trust triangle, he's not praised the guide. And the reason for that, the guide getting to experience the map and divinity is itself praise. If you love what you do you need appreciation? Do you need someone to say thank you? The guide is built into this. The guide is the one who feels bhagya. Bhagya technically means fortunate. The guide is the one who's immersed in divinity, map, and this flow. The guide is the one on the front line. And so in this micro explanation, I offer my gratitude to all of you, my dakshina to all of the seekers, that I got to experience everything that Prince Arjuna, Sanjaya are sharing. I got to experience, I'm getting to experience this in an immersion that I feel, unless you're sitting where I'm sitting, it will be different. There's a level of activeness that I get to experience that you may not get to experience. So thanks to you. And now we flow to the 700th verse of this Bhagavad Gita, the final verse of this chapter, 78. This is the final critical verse of this chapter. It is the final critical verse of this Gita. We have gone from 700 verses to 70. This is the 70th. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishnaha Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutihi Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. Joy times 1 times 70 times 78 times 700 times 100,000. Yatra means where. In that circumstance, Yogeshwaraha, the Ishvara, the God of yoga. Yoga in an absolute way means oneness. In a relative way means the path to oneness. What is the form and name of such a God? Krishna. Our Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna, for us, especially as we complete this chapter, this map, is vision. This vision is what is to be established in our inner world. The ego, the intellect, the mind, the memory. If one doesn't have an ego, then one doesn't have an inner world, and that is the trajectory. Until then, this is to be our inner world. Yatra, where, in that circumstance, Dhanurdharaha, the one who is holding a bow. How perfectly Rishi Vyasa has described this. When the Bhagavad Gita started to be taught, where was the bow? On the ground. Now where is the bow? In his hand. His name is Partha. That is Prince Arjuna. For us, our action. Vision and action. I prefer to use the word lifestyle. I feel lifestyle encompasses all actions. The way you eat, the way you're on social media, and so on. This is our outer world. Our inner world is to be established and flow through to the outer world, just like the Bhagavad Gita is to flow through the Mahabharata, from the controlled to the uncontrolled. Where? Third quarter, tatra. There. What is there? Shri. The less strong way to define this is wealth. The better one is virtues or peace. Vijaya can mean victory For us, prosperity. And bhuti, which means an expansion of this peace and prosperity from oneself to others. This third quarter is the Palashruti. In our tradition, in our maps, there is always a description of what will I receive? What do I get? That is stated clearly in the third quarter. With a vision that's flowing through one's lifestyle, there will be peace, prosperity, and growth. Shared differently, there will be meaning, success, and sharing. From the individuality to family to community to society to humanity, Prince Arjuna is no longer living for Arjuna or Pandava. He is living for Dharma again. Dhruva Nitir, this is an established policy or insight. Matihi, from my mind, or Mama Matihi, from my mind, my understanding, that is Sanjaya's. Sanjaya shares that with these circumstances, this will be the truth. The word Mama is the last word of the Bhagavad Gita. From Dharma to Mama, this is our Dhruva Niti. This is our map. This is our path. From inspiration to application, we are not done our study yet. Your application was to give resources. The system of giving resources is to felicitate those who are following and facilitating Dharma, serving. I'd shared with all of you many times the difference between the word kritagnyata and kritagnata. Kritagnyata means you know what has been done for you. Kritagnata is where you have forgotten what has been done for you. Giving resources is a way of you remembering what has been done for you by whom? Pujya Tejomayananda. Who did this for him? Pujya Chinmayananda. That's why our effort is called Sadguru Shishya Kritagnyata. Our Sadguru is Pujya Chinmayananda. His disciple is Pujya Tejomayananda. We just get to be exposed to this. We're going to complete 1,080 mornings into meaningful mornings. I calculated this out at by giving at least $108 to our master. That's 10 cents a morning. That's less than a cent a minute. I want to read to you what a seeker in our community, Shrikant, has written. What is even more amazing is being a part of the Essential Love team. We not only get to serve our trust triangle, but also our master's trust triangle, as the plan is to offer our ebook to Puja Guruji next year on the occasion of his 75th birthday. How else would all of this be possible if he didn't know who I am? I was interacting with Shrikant about how Shri Krishna doesn't just know who he is, he loves him. Essential Love, you will get a preview of that tomorrow. We are making a book on the 70 essential expressions of Shri Krishna's love for us. Your application for this morning is to listen to Radiohead's Weird Fishes. Radiohead is the name of the band for all of those who think I'm speaking Sanskrit, and the song's name is Weird Fishes. Tomorrow, we will complete the Sankalpa Vakya for this chapter. On Sunday, we will go from 70 verses to 7 verses. On Monday, we will go from 7 verses to 1 verse. On Tuesday, June 11th, day 1080 of the Bhagavad Gita, we will complete the Sankalpa Vakya not for a chapter, but the entire Bhagavad Gita. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Enjoy.